What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda Nybert, registered dietitian, and today I'm going to be tackling the topic how to see fat loss without tracking macros and calories. That's right. If you are familiar with following me, you know I'm a macro queen. I have a program called LEAN that stands for Living Energized and Nourished, and in that program we do track calories and we do track macros, but it is not intended to be for life. And if you do not learn from the process of tracking to find the ability to get to a point where you don't have to track and be successful, you're probably gonna fail, because tracking your macros and calories every single day for the rest of your life for most people is unsustainable. So today I wanna share with you the tips that I give my clients to help them be able to get away from tracking and either continue to see progress or focus on maintenance. So I definitely believe that in order to be an intuitive eater, in order to have a good understanding of what your macro needs are and how to meet those with your foods, you gotta track. And that's really my intention. Is I tell my clients, listen, I want you to track for the next 7 weeks to create nutritional awareness, okay? I want you to know how many ounces of chicken do you need in order to optimize your protein at each meal. I want you to look at the foods that you eat often and be aware of the caloric impact that they're having. And when you do that, again, you get the ability to kind of track in your head. So nutritional awareness is probably one of the biggest reasons that tracking can be so successful and so important. For example, if you love donuts, and let's say every Saturday you grab your favorite donuts, you eat 3 or 4, you may think that, well, it's probably not doing that much harm. But then when you actually track it and you figure out, oh my gosh, those 4 donuts are costing me 1,000 calories right off the bat, first thing in the morning. Again, it makes you more aware and make better choices in the long run. All right. So at the end of the day, nutritional awareness is key. But when you're working to get away from tracking and you still want to see progress or you want to work on maintain, these are the main things that you need to do. Number 1, you've got to cut out snacking. All right. You've got to get yourself down to a more structured meal schedule. I believe the best meal structure is eating 4 times a day. That may be 2 meals, 2 snacks. That may be 3 meals, 1 snack. But you really don't want to be eating more than 5 times a day. 6 small meals a day is getting you in trouble. It is ruining your blood sugar management. It's not allowing you to optimize your protein at each meal. And in the long run, it's probably leading to more BLTs, bites, licks, and tastes. So we really want to get away from that. And we want to focus on eating really 3 solid meals a day. They're going to fill you up and keep you full, and then maybe 1 or 2 snacks. So that's suggestion number 1. Get yourself on a meal schedule. Get back to eating more solid big meals versus small grazing throughout the day. Number 2, you've got to have a master meal list. All right, you've got to have those meals that you lean on, that you have an understanding of what the macros are, what the calories are. Is it going to help you meet your protein goal, that you repeat over and over? Meal automation is so powerful for weight loss and maintenance. So one of the strategies that I teach my clients in my LEAN program is I want you to pick 5 to 10 breakfast options, 5 to 10 lunch options, and 5 to 10 dinner options that you can go to most of the time. If you're eating those meals 60% of the time, 70, 80% of the time, then again, you know that you're making good choices. You know, if you get up every morning and most mornings you have, cottage cheese and fruit or Greek yogurt and fruit with granola, you know that you're getting your 30 to 40 grams of protein. You know that you're staying within, 3, 4, 500 calories. Same thing for lunch and dinner. When I talk about meal automation, a lot of people get their panties in a wad. I need variety. I don't like to eat the same thing over and over. Yet you don't have any problem going to Chick-fil-A and getting yourself chicken nuggets and French fries 3 days a week. So again, don't overthink meal automation. Use it to your advantage and then fill in the blanks with the variety in which you're looking for. typically I tell people when you're setting up your meals, you want to find, again, 5 to 10 breakfast options that are somewhere between 3 to 500 calories and definitely 20 to potentially 40 grams of protein. Lunch is going to be more like 5 to 700 calories. Again, 30 to 40 grams of protein. Dinner, 5 to 700 calories, 30 to 40 grams of protein. All right. And if you think about it, let's say you have, 400 calories for breakfast. You have, because I know a lot of you are like, 5 to 700 calories, Amanda, that sounds so high. No, you're just eating so little. But if you think about it, let's say you have 400 calories for breakfast, you have 500 calories for lunch, you have 600 calories for dinner. That's like 1,600 calories? That's not that much, okay? So again, a lot of you are struggling with staying in a caloric deficit because you're under eating all day long. You're eating 200 calories for breakfast, you're eating 300 calories for lunch, and then you get to the end of the day and you're starving in the afternoon. You're starving. So I promise you, if you bulk up your meals, again, you're eating 500, 600, 700 calories plus 30 to 40 grams of protein at these big 3 meals, you're going to be full and satisfied. You're not going to need to snack between meals. I think it's also important because suggestion number 3 is you've got to learn to optimize your protein. Okay. What I find is that when my clients are tracking, they do really good at hitting their protein goal. But when they stop tracking, their protein gets low. And here's the thing, protein is the most important macronutrient for weight loss. Without adequate protein, you cannot burn fat. So if fat loss is your goal, you've got to continue to optimize your protein. Most people are going to need at least 100, 120, 140 grams of protein a day. So that means if you need 120 grams of protein a day, you're eating 3 meals a day, you've got to get 40 grams of protein at breakfast, 40 grams of protein at lunch, 40 grams of protein at dinner. Okay. People will often ask me, Amanda, I need high protein snack ideas. I need high protein snack ideas. And my theory is don't use your snacks to optimize your protein. Nobody wants to eat hard-boiled eggs. Nobody wants to eat beef jerky as a snack. I'd rather have some popcorn. I'd rather have some fruit. I'd rather have something like a treat, something that's enjoyable to snack on and focus on hitting my protein goal while I'm at my mealtime. So work on finding ways to optimize your protein. Make sure that every meal that you sit down has at least 20, but again, most of you are going to need about 30 to 40 grams of protein at a time. The next item is watch your fat. Once you understand that 1 gram of protein and 1 gram of carb have 4 calories, but 1 gram of fat have 9 calories, you have a better understanding of how easy it is for your calories to go really high with just a little bit of fat. All right, for example, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter is 200 calories. That's a very small portion of food. An ounce of nuts is 200 calories. Again, it's a handful of food. So it's not very much. It's not going to fill you up. It's not going to keep you full, but it's going to cost you a lot of calories. And when you want to lose weight, you have to be in a caloric deficit. And when you want to maintain, you got to be at those maintenance calories. We can't be eating, 3,000 calories a day and expect to lose weight or maintain our weight loss, or at least most people can't be. So understanding that fat is really going to drive your calories up can be really helpful. So finding ways to navigate high fat items and using them in moderation will help you ultimately reduce your overall caloric intake. Okay, so let me summarize. What is it going to take for you to see progress without tracking? Okay, number 1, eat on a schedule and focus on meals and less on snacking. Cut out the snacking, cut out the nibbling and grazing, cut out the BLTs. Number 2, automate your meals. Get your master meal list together. Have your go-to breakfasts, your go-to lunches, your go-to dinners. Have your go-to meals you grab when you eat out. And lean on those most of the time. Then incorporate variety in the other 20 to 30% of your life. Optimize your protein. Make sure that even though you're not tracking, you're still aiming to hit that protein goal. Reduce your fat. or be aware of your fat intake. That's going to help you manage those calories. So if you want help learning what your caloric deficit is, how much protein you need, how to track macros, and then how to get away from macros and be successful, you've got to check out my lean program, Living Energized and Nourished, because I'm going to teach you everything. I'm going to give you your core 4, those 10 meals to lean on at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I'm going to help you find the variety that you need in your diet. So if you found this information useful and helpful, please hit the subscribe button. Please share this with your friends and family. And check out next week when I come back with more content to help you live your best life.